What is up everyone, my name is Dylan JC, thank you for joining me here with yet another video, and this video is going to be an absolute banger because we are going to be completely transforming my gaming setup from this into this. If you like the sound of that, guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And without any further ado, let's get into this gaming and streaming setup transformation. Well, here we are with yet another video. This time round I am showcasing my gaming and streaming setup. Now this past year has been hard for so many people, however I decided to use this time off to get a shed built and finally create my dream setup for gaming and streaming. Unfortunately, while I was creating my dream setup, I lost my job and I had to save up for a few extra months to finish off the setup. But for now, it is time to kick things off and showcase the first of many new additions to the gaming setup. That is of course the super cool LED cloud that is situated at the top of my door in the shed. Now this was really easy to put together using polyfill and some spray glue, and of course some LED strip lights, which I decided to go with the Govee ones. This can be customized using the Govee app, and personally I tend to have it set at the sky effect, as I personally feel that it makes it look the best, as sometimes colours such as red and dark blue tend to look washed out. Now, we don't have to look much further for another new addition to the setup, as to the left and the right of the LED cloud and door, we have this 4-tier shelving unit that I purchased off of Amazon. As for the first one situated on the left, I have the Nintendo Switch on the first shelf, which I've owned for 6 months, and if I'm being honest, haven't really gotten the use out of as of yet. However, I'm sure when we're able to travel again, it will be used quite a lot. Moving down to the second shelf, I have the Elgato Stream Deck box and a diffuser to make the shed smell a little bit nicer. As I don't really know what to put on this shelf as of yet, this is more of a temporary fix. Finally, on the third shelf, I have a signed Seth Rollins picture. Now, before we move on to the other shelving unit, I almost forgot to mention the Neon Planet sign that I purchased off of Amazon. Now, for being such a small sign, this thing really does project a lot of light, and for me is definitely worth the £10 that I spent. Onto the other shelving unit, on the right I have a very bright PlayStation LED sign that has 3 different settings, ranging from still to slow to a music interactive mode. However, I personally prefer to keep it on the still setting, as I feel it looks the best and is less distracting. Moving down, we have a PlayStation 2 with a plant that I purchased a while back from B&M in the UK, and unfortunately the PlayStation 2 no longer works, however it's still nice to have for that nostalgic feeling. On the third shelf I have yet another plant, as well as a skylight that is sitting on top of a roll of sellotape, simply due to the fact that it doesn't get the reach I need it to. Moving over, we can see where I have the skylight facing, and for only £20, I have to say it looks really nice and has some pretty cool customization, as you can see. As for the panels it's facing, these are the 3D panels that I got sent out. However, they do not diffuse sound, but still add a really nice effect to the entire setup. As for the second desk, I bought this one which is the same as the main desk from IKEA. Due to the fact that the Linmon desks have now been discontinued, I decided to purchase the Eggbacken tabletop and have had no complaints whatsoever. This really is a sturdy tabletop and does what it needs to do. On top of this, I have a record player that I got a few years ago, as well as an Amazon Alexa, a multi-charger for my Apple Watch and iPhone, my girlfriend's MacBook that I use to edit on from time to time, and finally a PlayStation 3 when I want to play some older nostalgic games such as Warriors, Bully or Skate 3. Now, moving on to the Alex drawers. In the top one I have multiple notebooks for writing down YouTube ideas and sometimes scripting videos. As for the second, all I have is 2 face masks, and hopefully by the time I make another one of these videos, we won't need these anymore. As for the third drawer, I primarily use this for all my crap that I don't know where to put, but still want to keep. I mean, come on, everyone has a drawer like this, right? As for the other set of drawers, in the top one I have some PlayStation controllers ranging from the PlayStation 2 to the 3 to the brand new PlayStation 5, and some remotes for my LEDs. In the second, I have some cleaning products to keep the setup nice and clean. And finally, in the third, I have all my PlayStation games ranging from wrestling to VR to even Skate 3. That nostalgic feeling's coming back. One thing I forgot to showcase on my desk was my iPad mini that I sometimes use for Discord. However, I might eventually use this for chat once I start streaming on Twitch or YouTube. I haven't exactly decided yet, so let me know in the comments where you'd prefer me to stream. Now, as for the strip lights running around the back of the side desk and connecting to the main desk, I used the Govee Dreamcolor, and I have to say I absolutely love these strip lights as they have full segment control, which means you can literally customize every section of the strip from the Govee app. Finally, the part you have all been waiting for, we have the main setup. Now this setup has had a massive upgrade, as before I used to use just one monitor and the Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop. I have since upgraded to a 2 monitor setup, with the main monitor still being the Samsung Odyssey G7, and for the second I am using the AOC C24 G1. Now, for me personally, I wasn't sure if I could fit 2 27-inch monitors, but thankfully after some time and patience I eventually managed to make it work. And for me, I feel this really is the perfect monitor setup, as I have the Samsung monitor for gaming, and when I'm recording I have OBS open on the second monitor to capture everything, and for me to also make sure that everything is correctly streaming and recording properly. A massive thanks to my dad. I also have an upgraded from my laptop to the MSI gaming PC, which contains the RTX 2060 graphics card and an Intel Core i7 10th gen processor. Unfortunately, I wanted to build my own PC, however due to everything going on at the moment, graphic cards have been near impossible to get your hands on. As for the chair, that is unchanged and I am still using the Martinus gaming chair. However, my opinion has in fact changed on this chair, and I am personally no longer a fan of this chair and may have to change it in the future. As for the mic, however, I am still loving the Tonor Q9 mic. This mic, which is now available on Amazon for less than £60, is an absolute bargain. For everything you get with it, I definitely thought it was the best bang for your buck in the setup. As for on top of the desk, first of all I have 2 Elgato Keylight Airs, which is also another new addition to the setup. I have to admit that although these lights are on the pricier side, in my opinion they are 100% worth it. And of course I am still using the C920 webcam situated on top of the Samsung monitor, and the G560 speakers at either side of the desk. Now, for the smaller but equally important tech on the desk, we have another new addition with the Elgato Stream Deck, and even though I don't stream as of yet, this thing has been used a lot over the past few weeks, as it really does just make your life easier, whether that be with editing videos or even just opening windows quicker. As for the keyboard, I am still using the SteelSeries Apex 3 and I am still absolutely in love with this keyboard. And for the mouse, I am using the Logitech G502 wired mouse. These peripherals are sitting on top of a XXL Titan Wolf mousepad, And all this is sitting in front of the PlayStation 5, and since my last PlayStation 5 video, all the issues I was experiencing have now been resolved. Finally, I wanted to quickly showcase the one thing I feel can completely change the setup, and that is Wallpaper Engine. Wallpaper Engine is an app you can download from Steam at a low cost and gives you access to a whole load of different and unique wallpapers to choose from to completely change your setup. Now I hope you have all enjoyed this gaming and streaming setup tour, and don't forget I will leave everything that I can linked in the description for you all to check out, and if you enjoyed them please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you all in the next video.